like I said, Gunna, Gifted and Curse, new album, new surprise album from the former, I don't know, YSL, I'm gonna say former YSL member. Got a lot to say, so let's just hop right into it. Track number 1, Back at It. Okay, it was solid. Like, definitely got a vibe. It's definitely that Gunna sound that you come to expect. It's definitely very much in his wheelhouse. He hasn't changed much in that regard, sound wise. Obviously his producers are still messing with him. Out of everybody, like, still got very good production. Whoever was doing his stuff before is probably still doing it now. They obviously don't have a problem with it and his situation, so seems like he still put out solid, catchy music. So far, it was a basic intro, but it was decent. Let's go to track number 2. Well, nah, we already did track number 2 earlier when we did the video reactions to the trending music videos and songs and singles. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that, you can go watch this later on. Let's go to I don't know no more. I'm gonna have to say it. It is. I've never been a big fan of super overproduced, auto-tune heavy type songs where they clearly can't sing, so they're just using auto-tune to kind of create a style of song. And while occasionally that works, when you get mush mouth, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of the mush mouth rapping. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. He didn't really address anything so far. Everything he's talked about has been very vague and around the edges. I'm really looking for a track where he can kind of like really talk about it directly, but we'll just keep on going down the line. Let's go to Payback. Okay. First one, he kind of really addressed the situation kind of head on. He spoke about a couple of things right there. Let's rewind it. Let's try to catch what he was really saying. Switching on my brother, are you serious? You know, kind of addressing everybody who's saying he snitched, saying that he's a snitch and he turned informant on Young Thug. It ain't gonna touch me. That's period. Still kind of talking some like gangster-ish, which is hilarious considering, you know, he obviously couldn't stand tall and take the time that was given to him. He found a way out, and to do that and still come out kind of talk gangsters, kind of an oxymoron. But yeah, a lot of people saying that it's not safe for him anymore when he steps outside. He's saying it is. Are you serious? My money would be on that. He has a lot of security around him, and he doesn't really go out alone in public at this moment, if at all. I hate the government is trying to tear us apart. Who could that be about? Young Thug, obviously. Government definitely has a part in this. They're the ones that brought the case against YSL and Young Thug and all of his associates. But I don't think they're the ones that tore you apart. I believe you were the one that flipped and, you know, gave some things away to get out of jail. But I don't know this case that deep to say if he did or not. But on the surface, it certainly looks like you were the one that tore everything apart. Okay. That was the first kind of track where he had addressed things head on. It was okay. I mean, beat production wise it was okay. It was pretty generic of what you would hear from a lot of like artists in his lane, which I would kind of call alternative rap at this point, which is kind of a mix between R&B, singing, and rap. But yeah, I mean, the song wise is pretty generic and forgettable. It's not something that I would want to go back to again, but he does address things to a certain degree head on here. Is it convincing? No, not at all, but he tried. I'm sure he's gonna continue to try. So let's go to cash shit. I ain't gonna lie. If I heard that in the club, I'm vibing with it. It's certainly got that catchy earworm quality to it that he's been able to tap into throughout his entire career. And say what you want, but if this goes on the club, there's no chance, no shot that your head's not bopping to that one at least. Let's go to next track. Fuck you mean.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Come on, man. Another one. If you heard this in the club, very, very hard not to bop along to it. Like, it's just got that YSL sound that you come to expect and everybody loved for a reason. It is very catchy. It's got like a nice little bop to it. And he clearly hasn't lost a beat from his short stint in prison. So just another one that undeniably catchy. Let's go to bottom. Hey, those keys are going crazy right now. Okay.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Another one.
Hey, he got another one. He definitely got another one. Like I said, man, a lot of people may have turned their backs on him. His producer sure didn't, because that production was ridiculous. Like, those piano keys were super nasty, super vibey, super wavy, however you want to say it. Like, overall, man, like, he's just dropping heat right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and I'm not even the biggest Gunna fan, but that was a bop. That was definitely a bop. Let's go to P Angels. Hey. I know I'm part of the problem, but I don't care. Like, I don't care what he did, because he's going crazy right now. He's definitely going crazy right now. I gotta run that back. Again, he gotta go crazy right now. Like, production is bonkers. His flow on these types of beats and like on these songs in general, nice, bro. There's a reason why people were fans, and he ain't lose that. He definitely did not lose that. He's still on top of his game, and damn. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to Bread and Butter. Hold up. I gotta rewind that back. Let me see what he said. You switched on me. You're in business with a rat. But they're calling you a rat. So who's he talking about here? Like, I don't really follow all like the beefs and back and forth that they be having, but like, clearly he's speaking to somebody specifically who has been speaking on his name. He's saying that you're the one doing business with the rat, but they're calling you the rat. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of back and forth that's not making a lot of sense, but he's talking to somebody. Hold up, that's gotta be is that Dirk? Is that Dirk you talking to? He said you still messing with somebody who got your brother whacked, basically. Like, whacked. Like, your homie was killed and you still messing with him, and you talking about me. That's essentially what sounds like what he's talking. Okay, Gunna. All right. So this is his most direct kind of response to all the fuckery and accusations and whatnot going on around his name, his case, his situation, and how he got out of jail, saying he snitched on Young Thug, who he considers like his brother, and the whole organization and his associates. Basically what he's saying is he got tricked by the DA and the prosecutors but he's on point now or something. Like he said, he never took the stand. He never wrote a statement, even though there's clear video of him saying YSL is a gang. Yes, that is still kind of, that is not helping his case in the least, but he isn't really calling out names or pointing fingers so far as we've seen. But what he's saying is that he kind of got duped into doing what he did. Believable? I don't know. Okay, like I said, this is his most direct response to everything that's going on. He had a lot to say. He was very open, surprisingly open. If I'm his lawyer, I'm calling him immediately after this song drop. Like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you are absolutely not helping your case. I know you think you are, but you are not. I know he's trying to like kind of change the perception of him in the court of public opinion, but that is basically impossible to do. People are going to believe what they want to believe. But yeah, I mean, he went into full detail pretty much of how he sees his situation and how it went. Basically trying to, you know, excuse the things that people saw and give reasons to what they saw, and tell them that what you think you saw isn't really what you saw. And he's speaking about all his issues and all this, and then he still continues to add on more gangsta street thug talk, which for sure cannot help him in any way, shape, or form. I don't really know the law in Georgia, and I'm not sure if they can use your lyrics in court, but I wouldn't be surprised if you can. And if I'm a prosecutor, I'm like, look, we just released him and he's still talking about putting money on people's heads, pulling up on people, doing all this and that. But bro, we saw you on tape. You're not a real gangster. So for him to keep going down this route is stupidity at this point. I mean, it's cool. I mean, as a voyeur, from the voyeuristic standpoint, it's cool to kind of get that from him. We want to know more. Obviously, it's a reason why a lot of people are checking in on him and wanted to see what he's going to say. Would it be advisable if I'm his lawyer? Probably not. But here we are. He's fully on this song talking about, this is Kiss. I'm outside. I'm outside. Are you though? Should you be though? Probably not. But yeah, we're here once again. Let's do the last three. Turn your back. I don't know, bit repetitive, a bit slow, a bit boring, but he's clearly speaking to somebody directly. I don't know who it is he's specifically speaking to. If you know who it is, let me know in the comments wherever this goes up. But yeah, I mean, it was all right, nothing special, but he's clearly talking to somebody. Let's go to the second to last. I was just thinking. Solid, very solid. Not my favorite number so far, but it is very solid. It utilizes kind of that soft acoustic guitar that a lot of these singing rappers love to employ. It is all over the place with pretty much every artist, every newer artist that you can think of. But he is one of those that kind of popularizes it the most and uses it to the best effect, and he proves it once again. It is very solid. Just a very solid kind of introspective, slow burn track coming off of, you know, some of his more boastful, in your face kind of songs that he had previously. All right, let's do the last one. All right. So, I don't know. The outro was kind of whatever. It was very forgettable. Seemed like just a very generic type of slow burn ballad. Well, slow burn piano ballad. Speaking, you know, as emotionally and as introspectively as you can, as he reaffirms himself that he's going to be all right, and that he's going to make it from this situation that he's found himself in. And after hearing this album, I do have to agree with him. I think that no matter how you feel about him, no matter how you feel about the situation, if you think he snitched or not, I think his music kind of speaks for itself. And I don't think anybody really considered him to be a gangster or a thug in real life. I never did in the first, at least personally. So I don't think it really affected his street image or credit in that way anyways. I don't think anybody really looked at him and thought that about him. But, we'll see if it affects his career, which, I mean, it will, but we'll see to which degree and if fans will turn their back on him or not. But I do think there are quite a number of songs on here that will please a lot of his previous fan base, people who liked his music to begin with. I don't think he's really lost his touch musically. Obviously, producers didn't turn their back on him. They're still producing for him and giving him quite a bit of heat. It feels like just another project from him, as if nothing had happened. If you were to take away the few songs where he really kind of addressed the situation head on. Did he do it in those songs in a convincing manner to make me and other people believe that he wasn't a snitch and that he didn't do what people saw with their own two eyes? No, I don't really think so. But if you were a fan of him before, or if you weren't, I don't think this is really going to change your opinion either way, as we've seen with other artists a la 6ix9ine. But with that being said, it's not like, something that's so good, that's so big, that's so massive that it's going to erase everything that has happened or is surrounding his name. It's just a good, solid Gunna project. There are some slow bits, there are some kind of misses, but for the most part, there are a lot of very catchy, enjoyable tunes here. And at the end of the day, that's basically what he's been known for. Nobody's really looked at him outside of that. He just makes good, decent, solid music that people tend to like. And he showed that he can still do that. Is that enough to kind of like carry him for the rest of his career? We'll see. We'll find out. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think about this project. Which ones were your favorite? Which ones weren't? How do you think he handled his whole snitching allegations? How'd you feel about the way in which he addressed his haters and people that were kind of like coming at him, especially in the industry? Yeah, let me know in the comments down below where this goes up.